I have a question for you. Have you ever tried to speak English but your brain feels slow? You know the words in your language, but in English, they just don't come out fast enough. If yes, you are in the right place. Today, we will start a journey to help you think faster and speak better in English. No more long pauses, no more feeling stuck. Just smooth, confident English flowing from your mouth. Imagine this. You're, you meet someone new. They smile and say, "Hi, how are you?" Instead of freezing, you answer quickly with a big smile. "I'm great, thanks. How about you?" And they keep talking to you because you sound confident. Wouldn't that feel amazing? That's what we are going to learn together in this lesson. I am not going to give you boring grammar rules. I am going to give you real tips you can use today. So stay until the real end because every chapter will give you a new secret to speak of English thinking. Are you ready? Let's go. The first step to think fast in English to stop translating in your head. Many beginners make this mistake. You hear something in English and your brain tries to change into then you think of your answer in your language and translate it back into English. This takes a lot of time. That's why you are feel slow. So instead, you must train your brain to connect English words directly to meaning. No middle step, just English meaning. Let's try a small practice. I will say a word and you will imagine it in your mind without translating. Ready? Apple. Did you see a red or green fruit in your mind? Good. That is the goal. No translation, just the image. Let's try more. Cheer, ran, smile. When you do this every day, your brain starts to think faster in English. Another tip is to listen to English every day. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain will start to notice common words and patterns. For example, if you hear "How are you" many times, your brain will automatically know the meaning without thinking. It becomes natural. This is why babies learn to speak without studying grammar. They listen a lot. Do you listen to English every day? Tell me in the comments how you practice listening now. Now let's talk about the speaking speed. Many beginners are afraid to make mistakes, so they speak very slowly. What? Here's the truth. Mistakes are a part of learning. If you wait until your English is perfect, you will never speak. Instead, speak with the words you know. Even if your grammar is not 100% correct, people will understand you. Here's a fun challenge. Every morning, look at the mirror and speak in English for 1 minute. Talk about your plans for the day. Example: today I will go to the market, I will buy apples, I will meet my friend, I will cook dinner. Simple words, no pressure. Just speak. If you do this every day, your speaking speed will improve. Another powerful exercise is shadowing. This means listening to a short piece of English audio and speaking at the same time as the speaker. It feels strange at first, but it trains your brain to think and speak fast. You can use movies, YouTube videos, or podcasts for this. Just pick something short, listen, and copy. Even if you don't understand every word, your mouth and brain build the rhythm of English. Also, don't forget body language. When you speak with confidence, head up, eyes looking forward, smiling, your brain feels more confident too. This makes your words come faster. So, next time you practice, stand tall and speak with energy. Finally, remember this: English is not something you study for a test, it is a tool for connection. Every time you speak, you are connecting with another person, and the more you connect, the more natural your English becomes. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to train your brain to answer questions fast in English without feeling nervous. But before we move on, I want to comment below. What is the biggest problem for you when speaking English? Thinking of words or feeling shy? Chapter 2. Answer questions like a pro. When someone asks you a question in English, you have only a few seconds to answer. If you wait too long, the conversation feels awkward. So, how can you answer quickly and still sound natural? The secret is simple. Prepare common answers before you need them. Think about the questions people ask every day. How are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? These are small questions, but they start conversations. If you already know how will answer, you don't need to think. Your brain will just send to the word your mouth. For example, if someone asks, how are you? You can answer, I am great, thanks. How about you? Or I am good. Thanks for asking. Practice saying these sentences many times until they feel automatic. The goal is to make your answer comes without thinking, just like a reflex. Another way to think faster is to use short sentences first. Many beginners try to make long, complicated answers. What this takes too much time. Start short, then add more if you want. For example, if someone asks, what do you do? You can first say, I am a student. Then, if you feel comfortable and more, I am a student at City. Do you see the trick? Short answer first, then extra details if your brain is ready. Here's a quick game you can play alone or with a friend. Write down 10 common questions in English, then set a timer for 1 minute. Read each question and answer it fast. No pausing, no thinking too much. If you don't know the perfect answer, just say something simple. This trains your brain to respond without delay. Listening practice also helps you answer faster. When you listen to conversations, notice how native speakers answer questions. They often use simple direct words. For example, do you like coffee? Yes, I like it. Or no, not really. You don't need a long speech, short and clear is better. One problem for many beginners is translating the question. If someone asks, what's your favorite food? And you try to translate it to your language, you lose time. Instead, train your brain to understand the meaning instantly. When you hear favorite food, your brain should go straight to pizza, chicken, pasta, or whatever you like. No translation step. Here's an exercise. Take one question like, what's your favorite color? And answer it 5 different ways in English. Simple. Example, blue. Blue because it's calm. I like blue. It feels peaceful. Fourth, my favorite is blue. It reminds me of the sea. Fifth, definitely blue. It's beautiful. This way you have many answers ready so you never get stuck. Another tip is to practice with the speed drill. Find a friend and ask each other random questions as fast as possible. Don't give time to think. Just answer with the first idea in your mind. At first, you might say funny or strange things. That's okay. The goal is speed, not perfection. Later, you can improve your sentences. Also, remember that you can buy time in conversations. If you don't know what to say, use small phrases to give your brain a second to think. For example, well, let me see. That's a good question. These short phrases sound natural and give you 1 or 2 seconds to prepare your answer. One last secret: confidence comes from practice, not from waiting. Many learners think, I will speak when I feel ready. But the truth is, you feel ready after you start speaking, not before. The more you answer questions, the faster your brain works in English. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to keep your mind in English all day, so you can think faster without even trying. But before that, tell me in the comments what is the hardest question for you to answer in English. Chapter 3: Live inside English. If you want to think fast in English, you can't just study for an hour and forget it for the rest day. Your brain needs to stay in English as much as possible. This doesn't mean you must live in an English speaking country. It means you can create an English world around you wherever you are. First, start with your phone. Change the language to English. At first, it might feel strange, but soon you will learn new words without even studying. Every time you open your phone, you will see English words, settings, messages, calendar. Your brain will slowly accept English as normal. Next, think about the object in your home. As you walk around, name them in English in your head. For example, door, table, cup, mirror. If you don't know a word, look it up once and remember it. This is a small habit, but it makes your brain connect English words to real things, not to your own language. Another way to live in English is to talk to yourself. Yes, really, you don't need another person to practice speaking. When you are alone, describe what you are doing in English. For example, I am making tea, I am pouring hot water, I am adding sugar. It sounds simple, but it trains your brain to create sentences quickly. And the more you do it the faster you speak. Music is another great tool. Listen to English songs you like, even if you don't understand every word. Try to catch familiar words. You can also sing along. This improves pronunciation and rhythm. The key is to keep English sounds in your ears all day. You can also follow English speaking YouTubers or podcasts on topics you enjoy. If you like cooking, watch recipes in English. If you like games, watch gaming videos in English. Learning is easier when you enjoy the topic. And if you listen every day, your brain will automatically store common phrases and patterns. Reading in English is powerful too. Start small, maybe short stories, simple news, or social media posts. Even reading 5 minutes a day helps. When you read, try not to translate every word. Focus on understanding the journal meaning. This helps you think in English without stopping for every small details. Another important habit is to write in English every day. Keep a small notebook or use your phone. Write a few sentences about your day. Example: today I woke up early. I went for a walk. I saw a cat. This helps you remember words and create sentences faster. You can also set small English moments in your day. For example, morning was a short English video. Afternoon, talk to yourself in English for 2 minutes. Evening, write 3 sentences about your day. Night, listen to an English song before sleeping. This way, Becomes part of your daily life, not just a subject of study. One more thing, when you think in English, don't worry about perfect grammar. Babies don't think about grammar when they learn speak. They focuses on meaning first, then grammar improves naturally. If you wait for perfect grammar before speaking, you will never speak fast. The goal is to make English your second natural. You wake up with English. You think in English during the day. You hear English before you sleep. The more your brain is surrounded by English, the faster it will respond when you need to speak. In the next chapter, we will learn how to train your brain to quick reactions in English conversation. You can answer instantly without panic. But before we go there, tell me in the comments how many minutes a day do you spend thinking English? Chapter 4, train your brain for quick reactions. When you talk to someone in English, you don't have much time to think. Conversations move fast. If you wait too long, the other person may change the topic and you miss your chance to speak. So, how do you plan to react quickly? The answer is practice, but the right kind of practice. First, you must accept that speed comes before perfection. If you always stop to check grammar in your head, you will lose speed. Quick answers are often short and simple. For example, do you like ice cream? Yes, I love it. Have you been to London? No, not yet. Fast, clear, and direct. You can always add more details later if needed. A good exercise is called quick fire practice. Set a timer for 1 minute. Ask yourself a question in English and answer as fast as you can. Then immediately ask another question and answer. Keep going for the full minutes without stopping. At first, your answers may be slow or strange, but after a few days, your speed will improve. Another great method is reaction shadowing. Watch an English interview or talk show. When the interviewer asks a question, pause the video before the guest questions. Then quickly give your answer in English. Don't think too long. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind. This simulates real life speed. You can also use conversation fillers to buy yourself time without sounding silent. Phrases like well, let me think, or that's interesting. Give your brain 2 or 3 seconds to prepare the real answer. Native speakers do this all the time. Here's something many learners don't realize. Body movement learns your brain think faster. If you stand up, use your hands and speak with energy. Your words flow. Sitting still and tense makes your brain slow. So practice speaking while walking around your room and gesturing with your hands. You will notice the difference. Games can also train your reaction speed. One simple game is word ping pong. If you have practice partner, one person say a word and the other must answer instantly with a related word. For example, a dog, B, bone, A, sun, B, hot. You can do this along too. Just give yourself a word and say the first thing that comes to your mind. This helps your brain connect ideas quickly. Another thing to remember is that you don't always need to a perfect sentence. Sometimes one word is enough. If someone asks, what's your favorite sport? You can just say football and then smile. If they want more, they will ask. This moves pressure and keeps the conversation moving. Also, don't fear mistakes. If you try to avoid mistakes, you will speak less.